Hi there. So today I want to talk about how to approach the treatment of acne. So if you have acne, acne can be very unsightly. It can be very distressing, especially if you are having it as an adult and you've never had it before, or you have had it since you were a teenager and you're still struggling with the acne. So half the time when we treat acne, we are focusing on the pimples, the acne itself. But most of the time we are not treating the cause of the acne. So it's all good and well to try to get rid of the pimples, but if you do not treat the root cause of it to begin with, you are not going to get very far in managing it and treating it and controlling it. So today I want to go over the different causes of acne because once you figure out what causes your acne, then you shouldn't have an issue getting rid of it. You just got to know what caused it. So today we're talking about that. Let's get started. My name is Ora Mukhele and I love teaching ladies how to achieve a clear, even toned skin through good nutrition and a great skincare regimen. So the first cause of acne is oily skin. So if you have an oily skin type, it's going to be hard to miss. If you touch your skin, you're going to come back with oil. It looks greasy, it looks shiny. If you have an oily skin, your acne will appear on your forehead and in the T-zone mostly. So chin, nose, and your forehead. That's where you're going to find your acne is coming out the most. So what happens with an oily skin is the skin makes an excess amount of oil because it's so oily. All the dead skin cells that should be shed from the skin do not get shed. They just get stuck in that oil. This ends up clogging your pores with oil and dead skin cells, and it allows the bacteria that lives in our skin that causes acne to multiply and basically cause inflammation, cause pimples. So it's probably tempting with this skin type to just exfoliate, acids, attack everything. But please do not do that. The first thing you do is get rid of the oil. Control oil production. That is the first thing you do, is to control oil production. Now, products that can help you control oil production is niacinamide. Niacinamide reduces oil production. It helps with hydration of the skin. It heals the skin's barrier. Once your skin's barrier, I'm also talking about the skin barrier. Once your skin's barrier is healed, the pimples heal quicker, basically. So niacinamide will also improve the texture of the skin because what happens is when you've got an oily skin, you get big pores. Your pores look big. That's because they are filled with the oil. So once the niacinamide reduces the oil production, you will find that your pores are much more smaller, the texture is better, you get less breakouts. So I have an online store where I do sell products. I'm going to leave all the products that I sell at the bottom of this video in the show notes. So you will find the niacinamide at the bottom here, the one that I recommend. Whatever is in my store is what I recommend. Just a quick background on my store. I opened my store because there's so many skincare brands out there, but the ones that I stock in my store are brands that don't have nasty ingredients, are brands that give you results. If I use this, I'm going to get a result. They are brands that are local in South Africa, so I want to build this economy up. Yeah, so that's what you will find in my store. No nasty ingredients, and they work and they've been approved by me. If you're wondering why it's important to be approved by me, I am a qualified skincare therapist. I've got a BTech degree in dermatology, so I know what I'm talking about. I do. With the oily skin type, as we know, it holds on to dead skin cells because of how oily it is, but just genetically, it doesn't shed the skin cells at the rate it's supposed to be shedding them at. So exfoliation becomes important for the skin type, but I would rather you go for a chemical exfoliation and not a granular exfoliation. Okay, something with salicylic acid. you would want a concentration of 2% of the salicylic acid. Half the time in oily skin, because it's so oily, it actually retains heat, and the heat causes inflammation, and the heat causes dehydration on that skin. So you want to hydrate that skin. And oily skin, if it's even like a little bit dehydrated, it's going to become it overreacts and starts making a lot more oil. Our skin does not produce water, it produces oil. And an oily skin is very good at making oil. Make sure you are hydrating that skin, reduce oil production, and exfoliate. That's how you target acne on an oily skin type. Okay. Second thing that can basically cause acne is hormones. Now, for an adult, hormones can trigger acne too, but what happens with an adult is this can happen either as you're going through menopause or during your cycle. So before, during, or after your period, you could be getting breakouts. So just pay attention during your cycle. If you're an adult who gets pimples, pay attention during the cycle. When are the pimples rocking up? Are they rocking up before, during, or after? So you can preempt them. So you know when they're going to come, so you can actually heal them much more quicker, right? So also just before menopause, you can get pimples as you're going through pre-menopause and menopause, because again, your hormones are just doing their thing. It's good to also consult a doctor, because you might have underlying conditions like polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is an which will mess with your hormones also and cause acne. It causes weight gain. It also causes acne, and only a doctor can diagnose that. So go to a doctor first. Make sure that your hormones are in balance. If your acne is there all the time, normally hormonal acne on an adult, you will see it in the lower part of your face. So I always say, if it comes out where a man's beard would grow, that's hormonal. So if you're finding it's there all the time, it could be an underlying medical condition. If it comes and goes, that could just be your period. When you are treating hormonal acne, when you're looking at your treatment, your topical treatments, include retinoids in your skincare. So you would use these at night. What they do is they accelerate skin cell turnover. By doing that, they clear the pore and they keep it clean so that the acne doesn't grow. Because what happens with hormonal acne in an adult, you might find that you've got a dry skin, but you're still getting acne. It's because you are not producing a lot of oil. What happens is the oil becomes thick and sticky. So it clogs the pore that way. So you do not need to reduce oil. You need to clear that pore of any thick oil and dead skin that is in there basically and trapped in there. So also again, exfoliate and include salicylic acid in your skincare routine. Now, because you are an adult and you are not just experiencing acne, there's probably aging involved in there. The retinol will address the acne and the aging at the same time. But when you are basically treating hormonal acne, you must try and balance out your hormones, because that is the cause of the acne, hormones. So, like I said earlier, go to a doctor to check if there's no underlying medical conditions. Number two, check your diet also, because our diets can actually play a huge role in our hormone imbalances. So a diet high in sugar or refined carbohydrates. Sugar and refined carbohydrates will cause inflammation in your body. If you've got high sugar levels in your body, that's going to cause an imbalance in your bacterial microbiome in your tummy. It might just encourage the wrong kind of bacteria to grow. And researchers found that your gut basically is also where hormones are regulated. So you want your tummy to be healthy and you want your tummy to be good. So eat a diet rich in fiber and complex carbs just to help the good bacteria grow in your tummy. I do have another episode where I talk about how your gut basically contributes to acne. So I will leave a link for that at the bottom of this video for you to watch, just so I go more in depth in that video. So the next thing that can basically trigger acne is stress. Now, stress is a normal part of our lives. We all go under stress, but if you start getting chronic stress, where the stress just never ever goes away, that's going to affect your body, it's going to affect your hormones. So, what happens is when we are stressed, our bodies go into flight or fight response. And what happens is with the fight or flight response, normally the way our bodies were engineered is if you are under a stressful situation, you must either fight or you must run. So these days, our stress is not necessarily an animal chasing us or somebody trying to kill you. Our stress is your boss. Our stress is your manager. Our stress is your coworker. Our stress is your kids. Something you saw on social media, coronavirus. That's our stress these days. Not something chasing us, but our body still goes through the same reactions. So what happens is cortisol, your stress hormone, is released, and that this basically increases the amount of androgens in your bloodstream. Now testosterone is also increased obviously with the stress response. This is to help you fight or to run, basically. That's why all of this happens. Now, this means that your muscles then get all the blood because you must fight or run. Your digestive system is starved of any blood um, because you've got to run or fight. But now, what happens if you stay in that constant state? It basically messes up with the digestive system. You've got all these androgens floating about in your body, and that's basically going to make your hormones out of balance and you are going to break out. So again, stress can trigger hormonal imbalances, and stress can basically mess with your stress can cause acne. So now, how do you treat this? Try to reduce the stress. So obviously, we cannot run from corona, for example. It's here. Basically, we've been dealing with that for over a year. But what you can do is practice relaxation techniques. So what I do is I do yoga and stretching, and I practice deep breathing. So when I say yoga, literally I mean stretching and deep breathing is what I practice. It calms me down, and when I focus on my breath, that calms me down a lot. I listen to music that helps. I sit outside. I love being in nature, so that helps. I'm blessed to have a beautiful garden that I can enjoy, so I do that to try and reduce my stress levels. Cuddling my kids also helps, so I do that too to reduce my stress levels, and cuddling my husband too also works. So find what works for you to help you reduce your stress levels. It could be exercise, it could be running, it could be just going out with friends. Okay, we can't with corona, but do sometimes literally I do a video call. I think Fridays are my days where I do video calls to other people. And by doing the video call, it makes me feel like I saw the person. It doesn't feel like I haven't seen the person in a long time. So that also helps me out a lot just to connect with people again. So try to find ways that work for you to reduce your stress levels. And that way you can control your acne. Okay, so because if you're using these great products, but your stress levels keep on triggering it, you are never gonna get rid of it. The next thing that can actually cause acne is hair products. So hair products can be rich in mineral oil, they can be rich in sulfates, and if you get any hair products, some hair products have got perfumes in them. So if you use hair products and they happen to just get onto your skin, they can clog your pores and they can cause acne. So if your hair products are causing your acne, you will find that your acne comes out along your hairline. That's where you're gonna find the acne. And if you have a fringe, like what my wig has right now, a fringe, and if you got a fringe and you use hair products, you're gonna get the acne on your forehead. So what you should be doing about this is after you have applied your hair products, just wipe your skin with a cleansing. Just put some cleanser on a cloth and just wipe the skin to make sure that the hair products won't stick to your skin. If your fringe is causing your breakout, stop wearing the fringe. Basically, just remove the fringe and just get a different hairstyle. So that's going to basically help you manage your acne. But something else that can cause acne is synthetic hair, because, like, so most African ladies wear wigs, we have weaves, we get braids installed, and with the hair, some hair is synthetic and some hair is real. So if you wear synthetic hair, that can actually cause acne. It'll cause acne wherever the hair touches. So if this was synthetic, it will cause acne over here, it will cause it on my shoulders, it will cause it on my hairline if this was synthetic. In some people, it doesn't cause acne synthetic hair. It causes irritation, itching, and just sensitivity in that area where the hair touches. This is because the synthetic hair, before they package it, it is lined with an alkaline base. They line it with an alkaline base to prevent mold growing on the synthetic hair. So you should get home and wash that synthetic hair before you install it. But you don't just wash it with shampoo. I've got another episode where I talk about how synthetic hair actually causes acne, and I go in detail on how to wash the hair to remove that alkaline base so that it doesn't irritate your skin or cause acne. So I will leave again um, a link to that episode at the bottom of this video. Next thing that can actually cause acne is wearing a mask. So we have been dealing with COVID-19 for over a year now, and masks have become a norm. So, but what's happening is all this wearing of masks is causing acne, or maskne as it has been termed now. Now, what maskne is actually acne mechanica. So acne mechanica is when friction or something rubbing against your skin causes acne. And what happens when you wear that mask is rubbing against your skin, and that causes acne mechanica, number one. Number two, while you are wearing the mask, you are breathing in this mask and your breath is trapped here basically. So this causes a humid environment, and this dehydrates the skin. It causes heat in the area throughout the day, it causes humidity, and the skin becomes dehydrated. Now, dehydration leads to your skin obviously creating more oil. Number three, with the mask covering your face, there's no oxygen or flow of air freely flowing to your skin. And the P. acnes bacteria, the bacteria that causes acne, it loves an environment with no oxygen. So it starts to multiply, and it can grow easily because there's no oxygen to come into the skin. So the obvious solution to this is to stop wearing a mask. But obviously, if you're not working from home and you have to go to work, you have to wear the mask. So how do you manage the acne mechanica caused by the mask? Number one, wear a barrier cream. So after you've moisturized, put a barrier cream over your moisturizer. The barrier cream will reinforce your skin's barrier, and it's also going to just cause a barrier between your skin and the mask. So that's going to reduce the amount of friction on your skin throughout the day. Number two, the barrier cream is going to lock in moisture. So it's going to lock in moisture from your moisturizer and lock it in, hopefully preventing all this humidity from dehydrating your skin too much. Three, because dehydration happens with you breathing, wear a hydrating serum every single day you are going to wear that mask. So put your hydrating serum on, lock it in with your barrier oil, and those two will prevent dehydration, prevent water loss, reduce the amount of friction on your skin by creating a barrier between the mask and your skin. Thirdly, use a chemical exfoliation like salicylic acid. Also, when you are wearing the mask, do not wear makeup. If you know you're going to be wearing the mask throughout the day, don't bother wearing makeup, because you are just clogging your skin and suffocating it even more. Something else that could be causing your acne is makeup and not washing that makeup off properly off your skin. So makeup is oil based, and most gel cleansers and water based cleansers do not wash and clean the makeup off properly from your skin. So a good double cleansing routine is a great thing to do, where you start off with the oil-based cleanser in the evening and you dissolve and emulsify the makeup with that. Then you follow with your gel cleanser off and you wash that off. That's a great way to make sure that you are washing the makeup off properly. um, Make sure that you are washing your skin for at least a minute before you rinse, to make sure that the makeup is washed off properly. But then my ultimate favorite is, I have a device called the Lumi Spa that I use to wash makeup off my skin and to deep clean my skin. It washes makeup off and deep cleans my skin in 2 minutes, basically. So that's what I use to make sure that my skin is squeaky clean and there's no makeup on my skin. So if you do not wash the makeup off properly from your skin, you're gonna end up with basically the makeup clogging up your skin, causing acne, and you're gonna have enlarged pores because the makeup's gonna sit in your pore basically and make them look larger. Okay, so quick summary. If you are struggling with acne and you have tried, all the products out there, you've taken advice from different people, and you are still not seeing a result in your acne, you have to look at the cause of your acne, what's causing it. And you have to resolve the cause of your acne and not treat the acne itself. Treat the cause and the acne will go away. Okay, so what causes acne could be an oily skin type, it could be wearing a mask, it could be not washing your makeup off properly, it could be hormones, and it could be stress. Those things can cause your acne. Treat these things and your acne will clear up. Okay, guys, I hope you found value in today's episode. If you did, please share this with anybody you think might benefit, and I will see you guys next week on the next episode. Bye.